living on booze, Brazilian booty, and various types of burgers. Ronaldo Nazario found a way to put the N in naughty. Famed for his complete attributes as a footballing force, the somewhat medium-sized striker was a menace to everyone on the pitch, less notably off the pitch. This is the side of Ronaldo you didn't know. Our tale begins in the dusty futsal fields of Rio de Janeiro, where a teenage Ronaldo is scouted for a kids' TV show. He stars in teen drama Malhação as the coach of a girls' football team, but he spends most of the series with his tongue down the throat of his star striker. Growing up in the favelas of Rio de Janeiro as the third child in a struggling family that barely afforded his formal education, this footballing genius would grow into academic excellence in his early years. But after rocking up chubby to the 1999 Copa America, teen doctors prescribed him with diet pills. But there's an unfortunate side effect: accelerated evacuation. Every 10 minutes I was in the bathroom, Ronaldo recalls, after playing the entire tournament in nappies. And after securing a sensational move to Spanish giants Real Madrid, he got into more decisive acts that brought him media attention. His persistent flirtations swiftly led to his divorce from his wife, Daniela Secatelli, an MTV presenter whom he had married in a Paris chateau just 3 months earlier, spending over £600,000 on the wedding. While the rest of the world thought this would calm him down, he got even wilder. A teammate of his, Ivan Helguera, recalled buses full of girls arriving one of Ronaldo's booze-infested bashes. It only got worse when he was pictured in merriment with a convicted drug trafficker. Ouch. Real Madrid hired guards to keep him away from the gypsy lifestyle, but that was not to be. Even when the president of the club, the great Florentino Perez, chided him on his antics and used Luis Figo as an example, asking why he couldn't stay at home like Figo, Ronaldo gave an almost iconic response. Pressy, if I had a wife like Figo, I would. We don't know if Perez thought of sending him back home at that response, but we sure know that he couldn't stand him around for longer. The next transfer saw Ronaldo shipped to AC Milan, where 17-year-old Pato, another Brazilian of totally different character, was also blossoming. The kid recalled that on his first day, Ronaldo showed me a copy of Playboy, quite an interesting magazine, and asked if I wanted to be part of his clan, or Kaká's church clan. Apparently Kaká was a boar who loved the Lord Jesus. Pato made his choice, and 2 years later his wife divorced him, with one of the major reasons being non-stop partying. Maybe Jesus would have saved the marriage. Now, we'll never know. All thanks to Nazario, ironically. Playing for AC Milan came with its fair share of injuries, and for Ronaldo, his playing style put him at risk, or so we thought. During an injury spell, Ronaldo hitched a ride back home to Rio and took his precious time reveling. At one of those 4 AM outings, he picked up 3 hookers, and they headed back to his motel room for some action. Things were already steamy when he made a shocking discovery. The 3 women turned out to be men, or to be more technical and inclusive, transvestites. Ronaldo was confused. Though not discriminatory by nature, he knew this was bad for him on all accounts, so he paid them off. £600. Unfortunately, this didn't sit down well with one of the women, and they blackmailed him into giving them £30,000. It turned into a big court case, at least for him, and this put him at odds with the media for an uncomfortable while. After this apparent storm had passed, his life continued to be filled with intriguing events that slowly sent his career down the agonizing spiral we were unfortunate to witness. Many people questioned why he acted like this. Why would such a gem be at the center of such intrigues and morally questionable acts? Was it the absence of guardians in his life? Maybe it was the ordeal of growing up without parents and facing the hardships of life as a child alone that turned him into a young man who lived an almost escapist life with alcohol and sex at the core of his personality. Could it have been something else? Well, whatever it was, things were surely not looking up for him. As we've heard earlier, Ronaldo was a menace to defenses that he faced, and this put him in the arms of the medical team continuously. The World Cup final where he was supposed to miss after convulsing dangerously pre-game, only to make a miraculous appearance a few moments to the match, and make the lineup, was already enough reason to show that there was little time left. Despite his obvious determination and the certainty of his body not in the right shape, the final against France was deservedly lost to the brilliance of Zinedine Zidane. Soon after that sorry campaign at the Mundial, news came out of a medical examination that revealed he had hypothyroidism, an illness that affects the body's metabolism. With his career in the final act, he went back to Brazil to play for Corinthians. He joined a show where he went through supposed hell in trying to lose weight, only able to shed off 17 kilos. He was still able to score over 30 goals for the club and led them to a league title and cup double, but his metabolism had taken a major hit, and even though fans clung on to hope that he would become fit again, Ronaldo couldn't win that battle. Still, within this period, yet another shocking revelation came up. Ronaldo had a son. This child, the result of a DNA test carried out when no one was expecting it, was introduced to him, and Ronaldo took him on, refusing to argue the matter. Many people still whisper that this might have been a result of his frivolities during the Japan World Cup in 2002, where he managed to impregnate a waitress in Tokyo. Time passed, and he made the unpopular decision to close shop. And no, he didn't hang up his boots, if that's what you're thinking. Rather, he had a vasectomy, though he did say there was enough sperm frozen in his case if his wife wanted to build a football team. Makes one wonder, what would have happened if he didn't go through with the procedure? Because in 2011, on an unsuspecting Monday, the legend gave a press release where he confirmed his retirement from the beautiful sport.
Minha carreira como jogador profissional.
He would then move on to the administrative side of football, owning La Liga club Real Valladolid, where his cheeky streak continued. There was an instance where the goalie for the club suffered an injury to his left arm. Speaking to Ronaldo, the goalie, Jordi Massive, got on the receiving end of Ronaldo's funny side when the footballer turned club owner gave him this advice. Wank with the right then. Very cheeky, and a reminder of all he encompassed as a human and as a footballer. There's a lot to say about his genius and ingenuity as a man and a player, but the legendary R9 will forever be known as a man with many sides and many intrigues. The footballing world will surely miss the speed, agility, and ferocity, the late night parties, the bizarre haircut, and the sexcapades. In conclusion, the phenomenon will forever stand as one of the true greats of the game.